Right now, the Ukrainian community in Cape Town has taken to the streets once again to protest against Russia's invasion. Some have not heard from their families since the attack began. So far, over 190 people, including civilians and soldiers, have died. And our Cape Town reporter, Monique Mortlock, is on the ground for us, and she joins us now live. Monique, we saw those living in South Africa from Ukraine saying they want the international world to put a stop to what's happening there. What are they telling you today? Have they gathered again?
Yes, Masejo, it's still a bit early, but we are seeing where we are standing at the Cape Town Company Gardens, the group of not only Ukrainians, but also Russians and some locals are already gathered. We are expecting a couple more people to come as the hour progresses. On Friday, we were outside the Russian embassy where the Ukrainian Association of South Africa also staged a peaceful protest, and it was quite well attended. We had a mix of members of the Ukrainian Association of South Africa, as well as some Russians and local South Africans also taking part and showing their solidarity with the people of Ukraine, calling for peace and for a ceasefire. But to give us a bit more insight into what's happening today, I'm speaking to Simeon. He's actually a Russian citizen living here in South Africa for the last 30 years, I believe. Yes. Simeon, firstly, tell me why you decided to be here today. You were there on Friday as well.
Well, on Friday, the event was organized by Ukrainian Association of South Africa. And obviously we, the Russian citizens, felt compelled to attend the meeting to stop the war, to stop the aggression against Ukraine, an independent state. And today, as your viewers might know, the ex-former Soviet Union contained 15 republics, and all of them are Russian-speaking. So today, it's not only Ukrainians, it's Russians and Belarusians, it's from Kazakhstan, from all over Soviet Union, people who live in Cape Town, who are against this treacherous aggression. They came to say no to war, stop the aggression, stop the Putin.
And tell me, on Friday, the Ukrainian Association of South Africa, they were calling for, amongst other things, for the South African government to take more of a stronger stance against Russia, to not only condemn what's happening or call for mediation and negotiation, but to take more decisive action. Do you agree with that more should be done from South African government side?
Well, I clearly believe so, yes, and I understand that on the government level they are trying to mediate, which is the Russian community or Russian-speaking community welcomes the South African government efforts. Well, unfortunately, I don't think so it is enough, because the war continues. It's the fourth day. The street fights are happening in Kharkiv now. It's the second largest, mostly Russian-speaking city in Ukraine. There are fights in Kiev. The whole country is at war. It's absolutely, it's despicable what is currently happening.
And finally, do you know of any of your loved ones, maybe in Russia and in the Ukraine, how they are doing? What have they been telling you in your communication with them?
Well, unfortunately, any opposition is oppressed in current Russian Federation. The people are not allowed to gather. And if they gather, there's a strong police force which uses force. They're all getting arrested. So unfortunately, and the people are simply scared. They're simply scared to go out on the street. It's undemocratic dictatorship. And I don't have a family in Ukraine. I have friends in Odessa. I have friends in Kharkiv. Telegram channels and WhatsApp messages that keep coming through, and it's the war. It's the innocent people are dying. And the most importantly, I want to address to the Russian people, the Russian mothers and soldiers. You turn to the brother state. Please, you have to put the arms down. You have to stop this.
Thank you so much. That was Simeon, a Russian citizen who's been living in South Africa, showing his support for the people of Ukraine. And the people behind me that you see who are gathered, they are also calling for peace. They're calling for a ceasefire in their country, or in Russia, in the Ukraine. And this is also something that the Anglican Archbishop of Cape Town, Tavu Makgoba, he also has joined the call for a ceasefire, saying that maybe a worldwide indaba is needed, seeking interventions. He has joined in support of Pope Francis's call for a worldwide day of prayer and fasting on Ash Wednesday, which is celebrated on this coming Wednesday, on the 2nd of March, by Christians around the world.